We should be live now. All right, guys. Can you hear us?
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori. That's a bit weird.
Hey, what's up, Joey? We're going live. So I sent you an invite. Join anytime. You'll be in the studio with us.
Oh, okay. You want me to be there at, like, right when you go live?
I've already gone live, buddy. We're talking to you live.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah, this is a family show, son. Hi, everybody. That's all right. Join whenever you want. All right, bye.
All righty. Well, we got no intro this time. Usually I get queued up. I turn myself on for when the screen goes live. Nope, we're just here.
We're just live.
It's a little bit of a learning curve here. We're using StreamYard this week.
Yeah, our first, real StreamYards, live stream. So we don't have what OBS has. They don't have the software that OBS has. And now StreamYards, we're lacking some things, but we have some more features. So you'll like them. Like right here, Bambi McCluskey says, "Hi guys, I don't have that option on OBS." So that's nice. I can put these things on the screen like that. Go ahead, Josh.
So we are, we're at full steam. Before Joey gets on, you want to go ahead and give him the mom update?
Sure. So if you always give me a little leeway, I can go ahead and change the background real quick. Here's our Tracy background.
You didn't give me no leeway. You just said, "Here, we're on."
Love you, son. All righty. So this week on the Tracy update, I guess I would have to say this morning would be the cutest because, I come in here and, it's at 7 o'clock in the morning. I go to, change her, reposition her. I had a rough night with her. The machine was messing up and saying the connection wasn't made for her pulse ox finger and stuff. And, it just kept messing with me all night long. It was a pain in the butt. But I come out here, I wake her up, and I used to wake her up, and I wouldn't even worry about it. I just start the suction machine, all that. Now she's waking up and like jumping, so she's more aware that now I wake her up by her ear. I put my, she's laying there, and I put my face down to her. I'm like, "Hi, honey, good morning," and I wake her up. And she wakes up, and she's so attentive to me. She turns her head my way and her eyes my way, and she's just so attentive to listening to me. So every morning while she's doing this, I talk to her. "What are you guys doing?"
Chris Biggs posted, "Sorry I missed your call, Daddy."
Chris, I'll send you a link. You can join in. We got DIY Joey tonight. Oh, he hates that. King of DIY, and I was trying to see if you wanted to be on tonight too. Let me know. So, anyways, I tell her every time that she's this attentive, I tell her that our youngest boy had a baby girl, and your first granddaughter, the first girl into the family, and all
you
this.
You missed it the other night. I brought Laura over to visit you, and you weren't here.
Right.
So we had Evelyn in there. She was taking care of Mom, and we brought Laura in to say hi and said, "Tracy, your granddaughter's here to say hi," and she kind of moved a little bit. And I was like, might be getting a little bit of reaction, but I just let her on her. She said hi, and then I ended up getting out of here.
In the morning, she's more attentive in the morning. Like when she's just come up out of sleep, she is so intent on listening to me. No matter where I am, her eyes are on me,
Right.
So I love that in the morning. My mornings with Tracy, I love that. It's like I'm there with her again, I tell her every morning that I can't wait to talk to you again. I can't wait to, have you answer me. And I told her a million times, the moment that you can squeeze my hand and, consistently and say yes or no, I'll remarry you,
Right.
and we'll have ourselves a little wedding, and you just need to come back to me, honey. It's so sweet.
Even when we just got here, she was actually watching the TV. Like it looked like she was actually, being very attentive,
centering on it. She used to just stare off into space, and now she's more zooming in on things.
Yeah,
now.
She looked very conscious.
Yeah, she's doing really good. So
it's a lot better than the first time I saw her.
See, I see comments going by over there, but I don't see nothing over here. This is just sitting still.
Yeah, you're stuck back at 6:05.
I don't understand why.
It is 6 to 5.
It's coming in. No, it's just that one's just a comment ahead.
Okay. 'Cause all these.
Yeah, it's the same.
All right. This is going to get. We're going to have to get used to this, guys. This is a different software
Well,
setup.
the StreamYards will only be used on the nights that we have guests. You know,
Important guests come in. Like if Chris Biggs decided to come in.
But for the other streams, it'll all be, you know, with OBS. You'll have the better quality and whatnot, so you won't have to worry about it.
Type in Chris's name. You can keep talking. Yeah.
No, that's Chris Bacon.
Don't want to invite her.
Oh man.
Type it in again.
You were in the middle of the mom update. You just stopped right there. There you go.
There you go.
Should have had this all done beforehand. Yeah, and I can't get the comments real time now on YouTube. I'm not sure why.
There you go, Chris Biggs. You got an invite. Let's go back to this. I'm pretty much done. I mean, she's doing really good. She looks more healthy. She looks like she's just laying down in the bed now. She don't look like when she came home from the hospital where she was bone and sagging skin, you know. She's up to 120 pounds, which is the biggest she's ever been, you know, other than being pregnant. She's always around 100 pounds. So we're going to have to taper off on her food a little bit more than we have been to bring her back down to, I'd say 110 is a good weight for her because when she was around, she always kept it at 99 to 101. Right. So 110 is going to keep her even more healthy in the bed. You know, she don't need to be bone skinny and eating like a bird like she was, you know, so we'll keep her a little more healthy. But, you know, 126 is overweight for her. And, you know, I didn't even notice it until now that happened. I took pictures and her legs are all touching together for like almost a foot, you know, 3/4 of a foot, and her legs never touched together before. So, you know, there's a difference on her. It snuck up on us. You know, it's our job to you know, get her to stay maintained to the way she, you know, her normal life. Go ahead.
D. Perry, welcome to the green team.
Where's that at?
It's on my screen.
Oh, well, here I can put them to the screen.
Click the green thing. The big green thing. There you go.
Nope, it won't let me do it.
Well, then
Try clicking on the left-hand side.
You gotta scroll up and find it.
Click it, and then go to the left side. It might show up.
Nope.
No.
You have to click the comment.
The comment, yes.
Scroll up a bit. There you go.
There we go. Now this one I can show. There you go.
You gotta click show. There you go.
Welcome to the green team. We're going to get this.
So you want to introduce your guests?
I don't have no guests. They'd be in the room. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Did you forget we were here, Rich?
Yes, I did. You guys, the last rescue we did with the 300 bass or so, this is Skylar and her husband, Bryce, and they, you know, they were on it. They went out on the boat. They shocked the fish. They did everything. They helped out. You know, so, I mean, they've been around the rescue for a long time. You remember Skylar was, she was in the mermaid outfit when Bryce dropped her.
Also, you need to clarify, when we shocked the fish, it was because they were filling in a lake. And
they all know. Yeah.
They watched the video.
Hopefully.
Joey says, just hooking up my mic. I'll be in a sec.
Okay. So,
hey, Jerry, you got to shut that off in there.
He's hard of hearing. Can you walk around and tell him to go somewhere else?
He's got that blaring in the other room.
It's blaring in the other room.
All right, so just a few more minutes. Joey will be on.
Gary, you got to do that somewhere else. Here, clear in there. Take it to the basement or something.
Tell him he's coming across the live stream.
We can hear it very loud.
Out back, preferably.
Here, just go out back. Yeah, just go out back.
Now he's arguing with her.
Good old Jerry. All right. So as far as the drinking word tonight, we are going to have Mr. Joey pick it up and, you know, pick out the
we're not going to have Bigot. Let's just go with Joey or DIY Joey because you really don't like that.
No, we're not going to make him mad.
Just Joey. it would be fine. Or DIY or King of DIY, any of them will work.
Grab your
Or
drinks.
I really liked any time that you drank or I drank that they drink.
That's
I like that.
That's on nights they're really trying to get wasted or having some fun. I mean, we could even have a little drinking contest with Joey on the stream, and things could get real interesting.
He can't keep up. Remember, he's like 5 foot none. Sorry, Joey. We love you, buddy.
Oh, I'm sure he's got the ammo packed, and he's waiting on you. He posted something to his Instagram story.
Okay.
So let me go and read it. He says, "I'll be on the Ohio Fish Rescue YouTube live stream tonight as well. I have something to say to Rich."
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're in trouble now.
Do you see that post right there? I don't see it over here. Hey,
Right
there it
Here,
is. So we're doing good. Let me go ahead and close this
It's
down.
like 5 seconds behind that.
Oh yeah,
chat,
Bryce
which
caught
is
those
fine.
bullheads.
There we go.
It was all on him for those bullheads.
So I don't need this.
No,
This
don't
was
do
that really aggravates me.
That's also something that's better than OBS. It has the echo reduction. And
Echo cancellation. We can have the actual TV on for the sound of the people, our guests, and you
Right.
guys don't hear echoes of it.
so I have absolutely no clue where the stream's going to take us tonight, whether it's going to be family friendly.
It's going to be family friendly. But for right now, until Joey comes on, we've got Skylar and Bryce, and I want to say thank you for going to that rescue with us. I mean, you
Yeah,
guys
no
spent the
problem.
whole day.
Of
You guys
course.
went out on the boat.
I've also
We had a
got
blast.
something
It
to
was
say.
fun.
I'm glad it was you and not me.
And you guys worked hard and did good, and you guys got your own YouTube channel.
Yeah, we do.
What's it called?
Backyard Boats. Guys, go and look up Backyard Boats. We're on YouTube, Facebook,
There
and
you go.
Instagram.
And
Give
I
us a
heard
follow.
you got a special shout out to a certain special mod.
Oh yeah, Lori. Hey, what's going on? And stop posting your food pics in the group chat.
I thought you were going to say we're here and you're not.
Oh yeah, and we're here. You're not.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
Thank you, Rich.
You're welcome.
Click that last comment from Brian right there.
This one.
Yeah. Brian Jenny says, "Rich, all you need to say is 'I do' to Joey's question."
He's something else. He is hilarious. He told somebody else something about, I'll be on the show this Friday as long as Rich wears the number 4 rouge lipstick I sent him that goes with the red panties I sent him or something.
Here. So shocking the fish. Do you want me to explain it or do you want to?
Go ahead.
Okay, so when you shock the fish, it's pretty much like getting tased. But in this specific scenario, for all of the fish there, since they're filling in the lake, they all would have died. And this
Oh,
is
they're definitely going to die.
They would have died for sure.
Welcome, Joey. Hang
And
on a
this-
second.
Sorry, and this was the quickest way that we could get them as much fish as we could out without killing them. And
Well,
not a
because-
single one died from the shock, by the way.
Yes, we had 2 deaths at the end.
Not from the shocks, though.
They never revived.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
It was from the shock.
Like,
Anyways,
well, still,
we can't
1%.
use a minnow
Joey's sitting
scene.
there like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Joey, we're talking about a rescue. We just did a 300 bass and bluegill. We couldn't use a minnow scene. We couldn't use a cast net. This is a deep lake. We're working coinciding with the Cleveland Metro Parks. They brought out their shocking boat. We went out there on the lake. They spent about an hour out shocking fish, putting it in their live well. They got a super oxygenated live well that really helps the fish come back. And then they bring them into shore, and then we put them in our tubs. But the nice thing about it was they're helping Ohio Fish Rescue, save the fish. But also, I don't have to go and find homes for these fish because the Cleveland Metro Parks usually buys bass, bluegill, trout, crappie, all this every year. And I don't know what kind of drugs Joey's on, but
he renamed himself the well-endowed man that keeps fish.
so anyways, now, oh my God, you made me forget what I was saying.
Oh, yeah, shout out
Oh,
Michael Dirkwick.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. They usually buy these fish anyway. So now we're able to, I can rehome them to the Metro Parks, and the Metro Parks don't have to spend the money to buy these fish to make the Metro Parks fun for the people and the crowds to go fishing and that kind of stuff. So it is a catch and release type thing where everybody in the metro parks, if you catch them, you're not supposed to, it's a catch and release and it's good. So shout out to Mike Dirklak that helped us out. We found a home for 300 more bass and bluegill. It was awesome. And we're going to go back here in a couple weeks. So now let's say hello to our guest.
Hi, Joey.
Oh, I didn't know when you were going to shut up. Okay. Let's go on the road.
Can you put your mic closer? We can barely hear you, buddy.
Just a sec.
What was that?
I didn't know what. Oh, this is. Oh, I thought we were on a private one-on-one again. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. So actually, you turn the volume up a little bit.
So yeah, you know that whole experience we just had. That what was live, buddy.
Fantastic. Do you see all the names I picked for myself? I could change them live.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh, small things, small.
Small guys got to compensate somehow. Is all I say.
That's right. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of wearing a back brace, carrying around the package. But I wish I was.
This is a family-friendly show, Joey.
Oh,
It's already over now, Rich.
I wish I was just a little bit bigger. I guess more muscular, and I wouldn't struggle so much. But on the topic of like medical conditions, I did have to go to the hospital today.
Why?
Oh yeah.
If you say your back brace broke, I'm going.
No. Apparently, and this is pretty seriously, and there's no cure for it. But I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but pissing excellence. There is no known cure. It's something I have to live with. So, if you could just acknowledge that.
I wish I had that condition.
She's a natural-born showman. You know what I'm saying?
Well, welcome to Stay Fishy Friday. It's been a long time
We're
coming.
dang glad to have you.
Yes, sir. Oh, he's got his drink.
Nice.
I didn't want to, but like
What you drinking, buddy?
I can't. I don't think I could tolerate either of you sober.
What are you drinking?
No.
Apple juice.
That's it?
Liar.
It's kind of like apple juice.
Okay.
It's called
piss.
Corona.
It's piss. Here, I've got a fetish. It's warm piss.
Joey, little kids watch our show, son.
No, they don't.
It's already over, Rich.
Yes, they do.
It's just
About
weird.
$1,000 in the swear
Lori
jar
Kiss
now.
says, I can't unheard that.
I can't unheard that. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if you heard the news, but I told you I had something to tell you. I wanted to say something to you.
I told Josh, I bet it's a marriage proposal.
No, well, the first thing I wanted to talk about was you were really concerned at one point about proportions because you're such a big guy. And I told you it would probably look normal on a regular sized guy. So don't worry about it. But that's not what the most important thing I want to talk about today, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You guys have your one-on-one talk. We'll
Are you making bread? What is that? Oh, that's your mat.
Yeah.
yeah. It's the
It's a special
mouse
mat.
pad.
It's a what?
It's a mouse pad.
It's a mouse pad here.
It's a special mat.
They look like bread.
It's
Oh,
very-
It's a mouse pad.
oh, snap. Who's that?
I don't know, but he finally catches on it.
Yeah, this is
I
very
like it a
family
lot.
friendly so far, guys.
No, I'm going to be in Ohio the second
no
Friday.
way.
The second Friday of March.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why you asked me what I'm doing in March. Yes. Dude, you better stop by. That's all there is to it.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
typically
come
don't
to
ask.
Ohio. He's going to come to Strongsville, take a picture of the Welcome to Strongsville sign, and send you a picture like that.
Do you remember when I was trying to tell everybody like they did on Jimmy Kimmel, where he's dissing Matt Dane?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Joey was going to stop by. He was in Ohio and he never saw. And Joey heard this, and then it was like, dude, what are you talking about? I wasn't never in Ohio. I'm like, dude, it was something else.
I'm going to make up for it. I'll be about 20 minutes away from your place, apparently. Doing a meeting, like a club meeting. If you guys don't know, I'm going to start speaking at clubs again, like aquarium clubs, not conventions.
Right.
Aquarium clubs and new fish stores that have only been open in the last 3 years. Because those are the guys that are really.
You guys heard that? That was Hoover.
What do you say?
He's still on. Was. I unadded him too.
Now, go ahead.
I think I'm done.
I'm sorry.
I think I said what I wanted to say.
Just
I
turn it off.
I thought I blocked him.
You
This
guys
is
are,
great.
are
My favorite part about this is Rich's engagement with his guest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to block Hoover. He's causing too much trouble. He's coming up with dead fish on the stream and sending them out to everybody. Say, this is what Ohio Fish Rescue is doing. All because I yelled at him. He's like a little child that went to his room and screams, I hate you, Dad. You know, I mean, I yelled at him for the first time in 25 years, and he moves out and he's pulling all this. I mean, I just told him, don't call us. We're in the middle of the stream.
That's on Skylar's phone.
Yeah, I thought I blocked him and I unadded him on everything too. So that's pretty weird. It showed up.
It's on Messenger. Block him on Messenger.
All
He's
right.
causing trouble left and right. It's ridiculous.
Joey's like, I've been here for less than 5 minutes and I'm ready to go home.
Who'd you say it is?
Hoover, the chubby guy that used to live here.
Oh, okay.
And,
Oh, yeah. I guess it's I don't know the situation, but I can say that like you could have a perfect relationship with a girl and then you don't want to be with her anymore, and all of a sudden you've got all these things wrong with you. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
That's exactly what it's like. You know, I gave him $200, or I spent $200 a week in food for him.
Let's not worry about Hoover. Let's make this a good
All right,
stream.
we finished it. He's not
All
going to
right.
contact me.
We got
But
Scotty
but
J.
it's
10
drama.
bucks. Said back again. Great job, guys. Thanks, Scotty. All right, we are caught up. Now we can go on to Pester and Joey.
Oh, Joey,
How many fish do you think you guys have?
that we have?
Yeah.
In the thousands.
Rough estimate.
Over 200,000 gallons full of fish. Chock full.
If you were to do a rough estimate of how many fish you have, what would you say?
4,000.
I would say
4,000 fish.
At least I would say like probably more than that, like 8,000.
Right. So I want you to consider something. You're probably going to lose 1% every year.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. I mean, if you
Here's the thing.
if somebody brings in 100 neon tetras and they lose one neon tetra, they don't care because it's like a neon tetra. Because your fish are bigger, it's going to have a much far bigger impact. What I'm saying is, when you house that many fish, the odds are just stacked against you. You are going to have a few fish that die here and there. So regardless of what he says or what type of a picture he paints of you, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I've had I don't know, probably 3,000 to 5,000 fish pass through the aquarium gallery, and I can count on one hand how many fish I've personally lost. And people will be like, "Oh, Joey kills all his fish." Like, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I've had fish
What are you
jump,
talking about?
I've had fish jump. What are you talking about? I've had fish jump. I've had fish attack each other. But because, like, if I make a video, or if you make a video of a fish dying and it gets a ton of views, that's like the one thing that kind of sticks out. So it does seem like a lot of fish die, but there hasn't been 5. Maybe
Right.
5 or 6, something like that. I don't actually know. It's been a very small amount, very small percentage.
Yeah, see, I usually post the videos when, like, we have a long time fish here and he dies, like our mascots or whatnot. I make a video.
We
of
do
it.
burials and
Like,
stuff.
I just had this Oscar we've had for years, and he's 18 years old. He was over 18 inches long.
That's big for an
And
Oscar.
he was starting to, get crater face, and you could just tell his organs were shutting down. And for 3 months now, I'm like, he's going to die soon. Like, he's going to pass. And
Well, see, that's the
finally
thing.
he passed.
We get everybody's, they had their fish for all their life, and now they want to give it to us, and it's too big for their tank. Well, he's already lived 18 of his 25 years expectancy, or he's lived 18 of his 15-year expectancy.
Where are these life expectancies coming from?
The internet, just the common expectancy.
When's the last time you've seen a 25-year-old pacu in the wild? They don't live that long. So somebody maybe in a public aquarium.
Iridescent shark, and we've had, the one I'm talking about is Schwarzenegger. He's next on our list. He's going to die soon because it says they're normal on the internet is 15 years. We've had him for 23 years already, and he was a year old when we got him. So he's 24 years old. We equate him as a 99-year-old man walking around with a cane.
Yeah.
And he's living out a good life. He's 37 inches. He's probably about 22 inches tall, probably maybe 18 inches wide. I mean, he's huge for an iridescent. And he's lived a great life. So, I mean, we can't be upset, but of course we're going to be upset when he passes, you know, and then we're going to have to, you know, bury him in the backyard and all that. And you can't go to the pet store and get another one. You know, when people, their fish die, they go to the pet store, they get another one. Can't happen like that here. You know, this is a long-term commitment that we have to endure the passing of their old age, you know?
Yeah. Well, the problem with like a creator having a fish die, and it's much different when somebody has a fish die and you know they know what they're doing versus somebody who's they're dropping fish or dropping dead left, right, and center. The problem with like, so if I ever have a fish pass away, I always talk about it. Every fish is accounted for. But there's some negativity that comes along with it. And that negativity, what it does is it creates a situation that a creator is no longer going to want to talk about a fish dying because they don't want to deal with the hate. So it's creating incredibly dishonest people on the internet.
Well, I see where you're going.
Second of all, but when a fish does pass, it's a massive learning opportunity. It's an educational opportunity.
I like the way you railroaded me and just overtalked me. That was awesome.
You've done it all day. And you're going through your breakup with what's his face.
But you know, the whole thing is you know, when we do that, you know, when you have a fish pass on you that has been your lifelong friend for a while. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. You know, this fish passes, and then I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
We just buried him yesterday. Leave me alone about it. And people are like, "Hey, where's this fish?" And I'm just like, I like their message, and I go on. He's not answering. It must be dead or something. And it kills me because I'm not ready to speak about it yet. It takes me a couple days to get past. That was my friend, you know, like Pittsburgh. That was a huge 27-inch Mabu puffer. And when he passed, I mean, it hit me hard. And everyone's like, where's Pittsburgh? Where's Pittsburgh? And I'm not talking about it, you know. Give me a minute to just get past this to where I can talk about it, you know.
That brings me to another point. You know, Joey brought up the whole fact of where did you hear this whole life expectancy thing? And
what's suggested on the internet?
Well, that's what I'm getting at here. Everything you see and learn from the internet isn't always true.
No. If you hear it on the internet, it is absolutely true.
There's times that you see, you know, fish they have a 10 to 13 year life expectancy, and I've had multiple of them out there that live past 20 years. So is that their common life expectancy? We don't know. We haven't been studying these things since the beginning of time. Right. Record keeping on fish is a relatively new thing in the last 100 years, 50 years, 60 years, maybe.
Oh,
I
the
think it
internet's
all comes down
completely
to
changed everything. The problem with reading and regurgitating information is sometimes I'll come across as ignorant as rude because I always ask why. When somebody says something, I'll say why, or how do you know that? And it always comes back to, well, I read it here or I Googled it there. Very rarely is it like life experience or because I've experienced it that way.
Right.
And that's why what I think is a huge issue with the hobby when we stop asking why, because I question everything. And I've even cut ties recently with every single sponsor, every single person that I have to kind of like answer to, which I never really did. I just wanted less accountability because I'm going to start talking in a way that the hobby needs it to talk like.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's completely true. I mean, I don't doubt you for that. I mean, I would probably do the same thing, except I don't have sponsors, so I don't have to worry about it.
Well, that's another thing about you guys is that why the hell aren't these companies sponsoring it?
I don't understand that. You would think that every fish food company in the world would want their product sitting on top of every tank because we do videos every other day.
It's his mullet. I'm telling you.
Every video we do, they see, you know, let's say Hikari Massivore. I love that stuff, but it's expensive. If we had, you know, them giving us this food, I would have a bag on every single tank, and we have hundreds of tanks. Every video you would see Hikari Massivore in the background. I talk to them, and they're like, well, we do have a 55-gallon drum I can give you at a discount.
No.
I'm like, come on, guys.
No. It's one of my posts recently is that if I speak at large conventions that are making tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, I want to be paid to come. And everybody else should. I fought for a long time to have speakers paid. I fought for a long time to get YouTubers sponsored. I fought for a long time for the hobby, the industry, to take us serious, because there was times when I would go to events and I get laughed out of there. Oh, you're just that guy on the, or nobody knows who you are. We don't want anything to do with you. I got to a point where you have to listen to me now because we're the larger voice. So when it comes to high carry, I would simply say, I not only want you to give me the product, but you're going to have to pay me to do it as well. Why should you be paid? Oh, it's so selfish. This is just a hobby. You got to keep the lights on. Fish food isn't going to keep the lights on. You can, what happens when YouTube ad revenue gets shut off on you? Then what? Then what?
Then I'm back paying for all of the rescue out of my rental property money.
Yeah, exactly. You have to keep the lights on. You should be paid for, like, when somebody, I've seen people be like, oh, you shouldn't get paid for this. I'm like, go to work for free tomorrow.
Right.
Because when I speak, I'm traveling anywhere from 8 to 16 hours, just travel each way. I have to do a talk, and I write individual talks every time. It takes 30, 40 hours to create them. A new talk every single place I go. Otherwise, what's the point? I could just record it at home. I want to do something specific for them. Then I have to prepare all my fish tanks. I get behind on videos. I got to leave my family. I got little kids.
You go around the country doing these speaker, events, and you don't use the same, thing at every event.
Never.
That's amazing right there. That's a lot of work.
I'm a creator, though. I'm at heart. That's what I like to do. I like to create things. And sometimes my talks don't have slides, or sometimes I've done, I remember at Reef Stock for Jake Adams, I did a hands-on tutorial on how to build acrylic tanks, and everybody there got to play around with it. I've done talks where there is no slides or projector screen, because I don't really like them anyways. It's just what everybody does. So it's kind of the norm. It's the standard. And that's what people kind of start replicating. Remember when teachers in class, if you got the answer right, they throw you a chocolate bar and they're just trying to amp up? Remember that? I seen Corey Proquary go up, does that now, like throws hats out in the audience. I'm like, bro, that's so corny. But it's, it's maybe he's trying something different. And I think that's important to keep trying different things. And because the standard kind of gets boring after a time and it kind of sucks. But yeah, I write new talks every single time.
That's amazing. I appreciate that. That's a lot of work extra, I went and did my speaking events all over the place, and I had the same, talk at every different place. And it was like no one heard the last place, it was kind of cool. So, I mean, but I'm new at it,
Yeah. Well, maybe a conversation we could have is like how to increase your revenue in general to help pay for what you're doing. Because I know what it costs to just run 500 square feet and make the continuous videos, but for you would be substantially and exponentially more. So I think what you need to do is have somebody that doesn't want a piece of the pie and expects nothing in return, but can help you behind the scenes. And that's what I could do for you. I've done it for everybody. Even Co-op, I used to help. I grew his channel. Like behind the scenes, I did, and he could deny it all he wants, but I'll bring up the DMs if I had to. Dustin's Fish Tanks, every single big YouTuber behind the scenes, I never asked for credit once. I was there. I was helping them. I was pushing them.
What was the DMs, Joey?
Stop it.
Well, a lot of people tell stories about me that aren't true, so I keep every receipt.
Right.
I have no choice.
On Dustin's Fish Tanks, I think we're bigger on YouTube than he is. He's got Facebook locked down, though. I mean, he's huge on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Facebook's. I don't know. I've never been deep into Facebook that much, but on that note, I know a company that will run your Facebook, and if you're not making any money off of it, they can generate, and they'll split half the revenue, and you don't have to do anything. They'll just take your already existing videos, optimize them, post them. They'll do all the work for you. You still have access, so you can still interact, but they'll do everything for you. On that note, the same company will go into your catalog of your old videos and buy the revenue off of you. Or if you don't want them to buy off all the revenue for if they look at your analytics and they're like, well, for the next 3 years, we think you're going to make around $240,000. We'll give you $200,000 check. You could do that, or they'll say, we'll give you $100,000 check, and we'll take 50% of revenue moving forward, and you can have the other 50%. There's so many options just when it comes to ad revenue, things that you're already doing that you don't have to do much more.
The one that we're working on right now is a thing called Xingu. It's XINGO or GU. It's a Chinese-based platform, and what they want to do is take all of our old videos and give us 50% of the profit they make from our old videos on their platform, and they're going to redo it on the the what do you call that, where they put the text across there.
They're going to translate it.
Yeah, they're gonna translate it all and do all that kind of stuff, and we get 50. I'm like, you know what? I'm not entering that market at all. We might as well go ahead and let them do that, and then
it's
we
just
get
a
50%.
licensing deal. It's just a licensing deal, and as long as it's not exclusive, because what they might be, if you sign an exclusive licensing deal and they say, well, we can only have these here, they might demonetize on YouTube. So you got to make sure you read the fine print and stuff, because there's a ton of licensing deals out there, and they can be incredibly useful and lucrative, but just got to be careful of like the fine print. Like, what's that new website that just came out that everybody that's banned uses now? Like,
OnlyFans?
No.
Also, Mr. Beast, he creates
Rumble.
a bunch of
It's called
different
Rumble.
channels.
Rumble, yeah.
He creates a bunch of different channels, and every single channel is in a different language.
Yeah,
and he
well,
uses voiceovers
we are
too.
not Mr. Beast. We
That's
don't have
true.
70 million followers and
We're not
50 on a
close.
secondary
You
channel.
got Bryce and I.
Yeah,
But
just to get like a 10-minute video translated would be like $500 to $1,000, unless you're using like auto translate. So if you want a voiceover, you're looking probably at $5,000 to $10,000 per video, because these are voice actors, and it gets incredibly expensive. They have to match your tone and match your excitement in a different language. I think he does it in Spanish. I know he does it in one of them, but
Right.
I don't think that's the answer. But I do think
That was a thought I had for. That sounds like a good way to have more revenue coming in that I don't have to do nothing, and we're not using that access at all.
Yeah.
So
Good
I'm
idea.
thinking that's pretty good. Half of nothing, or half of what they're making, is better than all of nothing right now.
it's definitely a
you
good
guys
idea.
see, we are diving into a discussion topic right now, so I keep putting up the super chats on screen. I'll continue to do so, and we're going to continue on a great conversation.
Well, you got it. You got to at least speak them out. Go back to the ones you put up.
There's a couple of them.
Okay, then give us a minute, Joey. Let them catch up.
I can help him read. I can help him read them. JP Merlo said, never mind, he changed it.
There you go. Can you see it?
Right in the middle, you got to hit.
I got it. It's up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and read that, Joey.
All plecos or placos should be remembered with a Viking funeral on paper mache boat laying on cucumber slices. Just saying.
All right,
And it is plecos, not placos.
I kind of like this. I put the comment up, and Joey reads it.
Yeah, you're hired, son.
Tim Crawford, YouTube member. I see that you guys don't post a lot of videos to your YouTube membership, or maybe you're doing posts or something like that. Double down on that. YouTube
We haven't done a lot of with the membership. We put up, like gag reels and funny stuff to our members, but we never really got into the members like you told me I should do recently. Yeah. And I we haven't got into that yet.
Well, I can give you some ideas. I can give you some ideas right now. First and foremost, don't monetize those videos. They should be ad free, which you probably do already.
Because they're
just
paying
make their viewing experience a little bit better, and ask them, what do you want to see? And that usually starts an avalanche of video ideas. And because it's for the members, what they want is just more of you guys. You don't have to take it too seriously or too professionally. And that's why I love it, because I just grab my cell phone at times and I run around talking about things. I don't really edit. Sometimes I do, and I grab a bigger camera and whatnot. But for the most part, I just bust out as many videos as I can. And when I'm not making a lot of videos, I'm on the Discord with them. And that's what you should have, a members only Discord. You can connect it to YouTube. So as soon as they become a member, they could be on the Discord. Do you have merch, anything like that?
Yeah.
Discounts on your merch. Give them 50% off. Who cares? They're already giving you $5 a month. You're only making $5-10 a shirt anyways, or whatever it might be.
I'm making nothing a shirt because the spring prices are way too high.
Yeah, they're incredibly high, but you should still be making about $5-10 a t-shirt. You have to. It's really, listen.
They want $21 a t-shirt.
I know.
I can't justify that.
Neither could I.
So,
look,
I put $1 on it, and then I let our people go. And
okay. So
it gets our merch out there.
So at one point, I never monetized my videos. I never wanted to make a penny from this, and I didn't for like the first 5 to 7 years. I've been doing it for 15. And I had to come to the realization that if I want to continue to do this, it has to be financially possible, and it cannot be stressful on my family's finances. I can't go bankrupt over this. I can't lose my house over this. It has to generate some sort of revenue. And the more I was making, the more I was able to do. Next thing I know, I was able to build a building and travel and do all these things, and I kept doing it all for YouTube. Now, some people might be like, well, you shouldn't have to make money. You get to watch it for free, but it does cost money to do it.
Right,
and if you want to make a ton of videos, I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I've got a lot of other things going on and other companies I'm working on. But, there was a time when I was making almost daily videos, or at least 4 videos a week. And now sometimes it's like 2 videos a month. So my channel statistics and analytics have crashed. But of course, if you don't make the videos and if you're not consistent, you're going to get bumped out of the algorithm. And I'm totally cool with that because it makes me feel like I get to be creative again. There's no more pressure. Nobody's like hating on me because I'm like number one. I can just do whatever I want to do. And I think a good idea for you guys is to bust out more members videos, regardless of what it is. Rich, I mean, it could be anything. These people are really big fans. You could do anything and they're going to love it.
So
and
basically,
it's
all the people
get in the speedo,
listen,
he won't do it.
Stop it. All the people on our second channel are our biggest supporters, our main followers, because they want to see more.
Yeah.
So,
That's not it, though.
But no, it is. Because the people that are on the second channel are also the ones that are, a lot of them are members. So I get what he's saying, that they want to see more. They want to be more involved. And we should give them more, to give an incentive to become a member.
It's hard, though. It's hard because every video's got to outperform your last one. And it's really difficult to have that type of pressure. And what made it worse, and a lot of people didn't see this coming, and nobody really talks about it besides individuals who have the Creator Studio on their phone. At one point, you would look at your views, and hopefully they're doing good, and engagement and that sort of thing. But you really didn't know how the video stacked up, or if this was, you would just kind of look at the video. Now you have your top 10. And it shows you where it's ranking out of your last 10 videos, and it's like shaming you every time, and it makes you more competitive. YouTube's very smart in terms of making their creators competitive, but it's going to also burn you out, and it's going to it's far too much stress. You're going to crash. One of the coolest things you guys can do, and if I were you and I had all those fish, and maybe you're only feeding once a week or every other day or every day or something like that, I don't know why you don't do more feeding videos.
We do, but we do so many of something, and then it gets old. We do other things.
Here's how YouTube works, and the reason my channel exploded, and I had no clue that's why it happened. So YouTube wants about 3 to 5 ideas out of you. And if those videos work really well, they want you to do it over and over and over again. I'll give you an example. And it was the first time an aquarium channel ever hit 1 million subscribers. It was my channel, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. I didn't know that shopping for a new fish, I didn't know unboxing a fish, setting up the tank, adding the fish was going to be my rotation. And because I had 10 120-gallon tanks, I had to do it 10 times. But that's what YouTube wanted out of me. Mind you, I said I was going to do that before a single fish was ever out here. I just didn't know that was going to be my 4 type, 5 type video. So when I do make other types of videos, the algorithm's like, no, we don't want that. Get another fish. Go shopping. That's what the algorithm wants from me. And I've been trying to break that because I don't want to do that all the time anymore. It was easy, though. It's super easy. It's super easy for me to set up a tank and go shopping. So you guys got to figure out 3 to 4 video ideas that work really well, and you have to repeat them. You can mix in other stuff and do other things you want to do, but if you truly want to make it, first and foremost, you can't listen. And this is going to suck and really irk some people, but you cannot listen to the audience. They're not wrong, but the analytics are what's right.
Right. Everyone wanted underwater videos. Please get some underwater videos. Get these going. Let's see some underwater videos. I did an underwater video. The video did terrible.
Yeah.
What did Joey just say? Don't listen to the audience.
That's why I'm agreeing with him.
I'll give you an example of I was listening to. Joey, don't do enough do it yourself. You're not doing DIY. You're the DIY king. So I would type. The only difference between me doing do it yourself and not is if you actually watch the video. I learned that I can't put it in the title anymore. It has to be a different title and a different thumbnail, but the project can be within it. So today's video that I just put out was all about building a filter and finalizing it for the 2000. But the thumbnail looks like I'm feeding monster fish, and it's an update and a tour, that sort of thing, which it is as well. But if I put do-it-yourself filter, it just doesn't do well.
Okay.
All right, let's catch up on some super chats here.
And there was a nice one that I saw.
Joey, you want to go ahead and do the honors like you so graciously said you would?
Ohio Fish Rescue supports succulent fish dinner. I think succulent should be the drinking word.
The drinking word tonight, for your information, is Joey.
Yeah, why
Or a boot?
A boot.
a boat in the road? Out the boat and around the
I
house?
feel like Big Rich is sometimes too humble and misses out on bigger revenue streams. Not only asks for the food, but make them pay you. That's what JP Merlot says. And I think that's incredibly accurate because you do kind of feel like a dirtbag when it's your hobby and you love this. And, oh, man, I don't want to ask anybody for anything. It's been my biggest problem. I've left a ton of money on the table because at times I'm similar to that. But I also can't do this for free at this scale, and neither can you.
Right.
You need to generate. Lori Kish says, hit the like button. It helps. Over 500 watching, only about 60 likes. If this gets over 500 likes within the next 30 seconds, I'll do the rest of the live stream with my t-shirt off.
It's funny because look at the next thing.
But
Only Fins gang.
Oh, no, you already had 200. Wait a minute. Oh, 218. It's not going. Oh, it's going up high. No, there's not. Oh, I don't think they're only Fins gang. Oh, so some of my members here support you too. Rich, Scott said that.
what's that?
Big Rich is Mr. Beast. Who's got the better Camaro? I sold both mine. I got out of them gas guzzling bastards.
Yeah, see, Joey saw my Camaro and he was like, "Oh, that's it. I can't compete."
Hey, Rich's is really cool.
Oh, messed up the green screen. You can't walk through there.
Yeah, they didn't get the like, so 30 seconds is up, suckers. I'll even help you. I'll like it.
All right, we got a few more, then we can get back to discussion.
That's something you got to do with your live streams as well. I did my live stream from my desktop last Sunday, and my internet connection was so horrible, but I used to do it from my phone, and the reason they did so well is I had so many calls to action during it, and I kept the live stream moving, interacting with the audience, but also continuously showing them things, and it was all done by my phone. JP Merlot says, just hire Joey. Don't reinvent the wheel. The Fish Network. Joey's
Listen, Joey, I was on your live stream last week. I said something to you like 8 times, and I'm like, I'm getting ignored.
It's not that I was ignoring. It's that.
And then, wait. One of my favorite people in the world is Bambi McCluskey was on there, and she didn't even say hi to me. I'm like, something's wrong.
Well,
here, I wasn't even. One of my moderators, AZ Fishroom, was on there, and he's like, I don't see your messages at all. I don't know how, but I follow you. And this and that. But
you have to sort it.
So
default is top chat, and then you have to sort it by live chat, which will show everybody.
Yeah.
Fahaka guy says Joey's right, and all of us have said it the same. Raise your price. None of us are offended, Rich. Yeah, you do a lot of stuff. I know you do GoFundMe's and you do PayPal stuff and all different types of stuff. You're already there. You just have to be a little bit more affirmative with brands in the industry.
I don't believe that my followers should help me pay for a hobby that I like. I believe the stores that cause the trouble should be paying me. You know what I'm saying?
But they're supporting a channel that they love to watch, so they're helping you support making the content.
Yeah.
We live in the age of the internet. Nobody's watching TV as much anymore. YouTube's viewership overtook television viewership many years ago. They're watching their favorite people, their favorite show, because I can assure you, a lot of people do not have fish friends, and you are their fish friend. You're just on the internet. They know you more than you think.
Right.
And they're you're a part of their hobby. I mean, a lot of the times they're watching you during water changes and or just checking for updates or seeing what you're doing and all kinds of stuff. So
They're on the toilet, they're watching
Stop
OFR.
it. We have an amazing following. I will give them that.
but
These
when it
people
comes
are
to
amazing.
like aquarium companies and their marketing budget, the bigger the name is, High Carry's one of them. They have hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to toss towards this stuff. So they're making a conscious decision to not help you. So either you're talking to the wrong person, saying the wrong thing, or you're wasting your time on a company that doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right. I get that.
So you got to get to the bottom of the barrel there, and at one point you're going to have to say something, and you're going to have to put fear in other companies of like, you're not going to dick me around. You have a bigger voice than that.
I get that.
Yeah. I've rubbed a ton of people and a ton of companies the wrong way over the years. They don't post about me. And they want to get along because I will say something. I know too much. I know way too much. Is there any more super chats?
Yeah, it's on screen.
Oh, Their World Aquatic says, for $20 from one Joe to another, just wanted to say hello and enjoy watching your videos. I appreciate you. Thank you. Rich, make sure you just send that to me in PayPal. Chad Blocklinger says, I want to see a wrestling match between Big Rich versus Hoover. I think Big Rich would destroy him. I think Hoover is a big dude.
Without
too,
a doubt.
He seems like he's too out of shape. Joey's Only Feelings is well worth it. Been sub for over a year. Now would love for OFR to do something similar. He does have one. He does have a membership. He just got to post more. And I think Rich's problem, and I might be overstepping here, but I think that he just feels the pressure and doesn't know what to do and doesn't know what they want. And it becomes a little overwhelming and you feel guilty for people paying for this. And it's got to be better than regular YouTube videos. But I can assure you that's not what they care about.
Yeah.
They would love sometimes I react to their fish tanks. I just rank them, but I don't think it's fun to talk about all the cool things I like about it. So I'll talk about one thing I like and one thing I don't like, and they love it. And that's way funner to say one thing you really like about it, one thing you really don't like about it, because it's so easy to say something you don't like. Especially the same goes for liking it. You can find something you like about every fish tank.
Right.
So, Joey, how's that drink coming along? You almost done?
That's my second one. I got to be careful. I'm a beer pig.
It better be empty, son.
All right, we got another one up on screen.
I used to be a children's librarian. I can help you write kids' books to sell. OBG Foster says. The interesting thing about children's books is that you'll need an illustrator. And the illustrator has just as much rights as to the person who wrote it. So you're automatically 50% out of the equation.
See, I have a fiance, wife, whatever you want to call her. We're getting married. She is one hell of an artist. So we can have her do the illustrations. We own everything.
So you guys are in Ohio, right? I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about people in Ohio and their relationships. Is it really that bad?
No. I mean, for some, yes, but for others, not so much. I mean, Ohio's not the greatest place to be, but
I guarantee it's the cheapest place to get ahead.
Yeah.
I've been all over. I've been to California, New York, Florida, Georgia. I've been all over the place, and I have lived on the streets in some of these places. I guarantee that Ohio is the cheapest place to get ahead. That's
you said get ahead. I thought you said get some.
Oh my God!
JP Merlo says you're taking away our ability to bless you for blessing us. Ha ha ha. Or what he meant to say was ha ha ha. Mary Frey. Well, I'll talk about it because JP's right. So when I launched the aquarium gallery, I had full intentions and full ability to cover everything myself. YouTube started taking off, started making like $10,000, $15,000 a month. And I got balls deep into the gallery, and then the ad apocalypse happened, and I wasn't making $50 for a month per month. And all this time, my viewers were like, let us help you, let us help you. But I was in the same position, Rich. I was like, no, this is mine. I'm doing it. I don't need your help. And then one day I said, screw it. I made this video. It was 25 minutes long, had nothing to do with asking for any type of help. And at the end, I included a clip of like, if you guys do want to help me, a link's in the description. And within 47 hours, they raised $92,000. And they saved not only the gallery and its future, but it like saved my house. It saved everything.
Right.
And I never looked back. I've since donated that money, more than that amount, back to within the industry and different things like Boys and Girls Clubs and women's shelters, stuff like that. Food banks. I used to have to eat out of a food bank. So, I mean, I do probably more charity for other things other than the fish hobby, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
But maybe that's something you guys need to just to get over is like let them help you, because I wouldn't let them help me for like a month or two. And I was being called names. You selfish this, and you're a piece of that because you won't let us help you. So it was a catch-22. I either swallow my pride and let you help me, or I don't, and you're going to get mad at me. And even to this day, I still hear about it every once in a while. People don't really know what happened.
Either way, you get it from, both ends of the spectrum. If you do cave and you let people help you, then you got people saying, oh, you're using your members just to get free stuff, this and that. I remember the whole conversation and the talk on the internet when you got all that money and you started doing your aquarium gallery. There was a lot of hate on the internet, and that's what people on the internet love to do. They love to hate. So if they hate you, you're doing it right.
It's the vocal minority. The squeakiest wheel gets the oil. And when you have like 1 million fans, if 1% doesn't like you, that's 10,000 people, and they're the loudest. It feels like, oh man, everybody hates me, but that's really not the case. Mary's question brings up a topic I actually wanted to ask Rich when he gets back, but you could probably answer it yourself, Josh. So Mary says, you are a rescue and not just a hobbyist. Don't worry about asking for more. And my question is, does it still feel like a hobby?
So it's definitely so much more than just a hobby. At first it was, we're searching for just a fish that we want. Now it's, you got a second job.
You got to remember that it was Richie did the car thing with me, and you hated that. And then I wanted to do something with you because Richie done moved on, and now let's do something together. You didn't want a car. You didn't want to build a car together. You like the fish tanks. So, of course, me and you start hanging out at all the different auctions and closing down of like pet stores and trying to buy these tanks. And we did this together for years before we started the rescue,
Yeah.
And we bought all kinds of big tanks and all kinds of fish that we wanted because we're hobbyists to begin with. And, once somebody said, become a 501c3 and, do this and that, and you can actually get companies to help pay for things. Well, we did that, and not one company has helped pay for things since. We have had a lot of
okay,
love.
So I'll show you how to write up a proposal. Your approach might just be wrong, and you're coming across.
I've never approached nobody, but let me say this real quick before we go on.
We have to.
We have seen a lot of love from like Greg Whitstock got a hold of us, and changed that pool into our predator pond. That's like a $70,000 to $125,000 job that we didn't have to pay for, and they did for us. So we have benefited from it, and it is amazing, So and our front pond.
To answer your question and to dumb it down, make it short and sweet, it's so much more than just a hobby now. We are public figures. There's a lot of people who look up to us. I get calls, texts on the daily. I'm sure you do too. People calling saying, I don't know what to do. My fish is sick. My fish is this. My tank did this. Can you help? And, I'm sending out messages all day long. I'm now, we're bringing other people on board to come and talk to us to answer this person. So we're a lot more than just general hobbyists. So I don't know if that's
lifestyle. So I think about that all the time of like, what do I want to do after this? Like after I don't want to make YouTube videos anymore, what do I want to do? And I've got a tremendous amount of things on the go, but nothing. This is like a part of my identity.
Yeah.
A part of who I am.
Right.
I don't smell like a fish like Rich does, but I don't see me. I always see me having a huge fish tank.
When are you going to get one?
Well, when you're my size, every fish tank, even a 10-gallon, is quite large.
He stands next to a 20-gallon, and it's like, oh, look at little Joey. He's so cute.
My 2000 is a 20-gallon. I'm a midget.
All right, we got a few more.
Oh, Backyard Boats sent $1.99. Look at you
All
go.
right, we got Jim
course.
Sheasley. He said, hey, Joey, Rich, your house tomorrow at 8. So Jim's coming over tomorrow at 8.
Jim Sheasley is going to go with us on this big rescue up in Michigan tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 3 stops up there. And I've got our buddy Manny who offered. Now, check this out. He came over with his other buddy, and they showed up here.
Aquarium Talk Podcast.
That's it.
Joey's actually on his podcast. It should
You're
be
on his podcast? Okay.
airing soon.
They came over here, and Manny goes, hey, if you ever need help, here's my phone number. I'm like, dude, don't hand me that number. I will call you.
I burned through a lot of friendship.
Seriously, take the number. And I'm like, okay. So now it's like 2 weeks later. I call him for Saturday. We're going to Michigan. We're going to be gone for about 8-9 hours. He goes, I'm down. I'm going. I'm like, okay, I'll buy lunch. Don't worry about it.
All right, we got Backyard Boats sending a super sticker. You can't see the super sticker, but that's all right.
That's us right here.
You are Backyard Boats.
Everything fishing, boating, and everything in between.
All right, Fernando Medina says, listen to Joe. He's the best when he is roasting people on their tanks. His lives are the best.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to do, over the last little while especially, is let's not pretend we're rocket scientists. Let's not pretend like this is that serious of a hobby. We're all regular people that like a common interest.
Right.
And what I've seen is like there's too many people trying to be too professional. And I was guilty of it myself. And it's just not that fun. It's boring. And you're worried about saying something or offending somebody. Or
are you worried about offending somebody?
No, not at all. As you can see, I speak my mind. But Nicole Wessel sent in a super chat. She didn't say anything. So I'm going to highlight this comment here. And Joey can read this one because it's true.
Big Rich, Ohio Fish Rescue is no longer just your hobby. It's everyone that supports it by choice.
Nice.
It belongs to the club. Yeah, so it belongs to the people. And when you're doing it, it's no longer your personal thing because you don't need all that. And when the smoke clears and we take away everything, the internet, there's no way you can, continue to build your retirement and work on paying the bills and run all that. You'd have to make some really tough choices.
Right.
So you are creating content. You are creating educational, entertaining videos. And that's what everybody's getting out of you. But they do feel attached to certain things. And I didn't know that for the longest time, that some people really like certain fish of mine. I'm like, well, it's been a few months and time to go with this one. And it was one of my most regretful things. One of the things that I did recently, and I only say this to, I think only my members know, but I have another fish room, and it's in my utility room where I used to breed discus, and it's only mine. Nobody else can see in there. I'm not making videos in there. It's just my little slice.
I haven't seen in there.
Yeah, nobody has. It's where my water were breeding. It's where I do my own thing, and it's not for. I don't want it to be analyzed, judged. I don't want it to be.
So I get that.
You want to see it?
But
you got to join. Joey's YouTube member.
No, they never even seen it. I'm not showing it to nobody.
Wow.
Oh,
well, I sort of get that, but in my situation, I live my life in the public eye. I do no wrong. I do nothing illegal ever. Because I've got cameras going 24/7 every single day, and we don't stage things. We just show what happens every day. So people can follow along and they feel invested. They feel like they're part of the family, And I like that. I like that a lot.
I'll get it when I come back.
I like you a lot.
Keep on talking.
Stop it.
Right now I can fight Rich.
Me and Joey, we have so much fun. We go to these fish shows and stuff, and I can't stop laughing. He is hilarious.
It's wise. All right,
Oh my
there's another super chat. $50. I'll wait for Josh to get back and post it on the screen.
That one's really funny.
Yeah, just go ahead and read the ones that are on screen.
Just what? Is it just me on here? Oh, hey guys, welcome to Ohio Fish Rescue. It's me, Joey. I now run this channel. Yeah, so moving forward, we're going to be reacting to rap music videos and twerking videos. Let me see.
What are you talking about? Twerking videos?
What? Oh, you're back.
I come back to our studio. I got kicked out, and all of a sudden I come back, and you're talking about twerking videos.
I didn't know he's disappeared.
So I leave for 2 seconds here.
Yeah, Rich
Give me that
manages to like get off the stream. I don't even know how he did it. He just moved the cursor.
That's it. All of a sudden.
I'll get to them in order. Give me the.
There you go.
Give me the mouse.
There you go. Joey, go ahead.
Rich,
Me and Brittany, love you guys. Joey, thank you so much for joining us today. Happy Fishy Friday, everyone. AZ Fish Room. I see him here all the time. He's a massive supporter of you guys.
He's one of our mods. He's a great guy, and his wife is awesome. I mean, they're a great couple. Did we do the
You want to keep scrolling up? There's probably about 10 that you missed.
Oh, here you go.
If you would just listen to me in the first place, I'm going to have to put you in timeout.
hi, Dad Life.
All right, so we got Jay Blomkiss. Welcome to the green team.
Oh, that's
Now we've
that's my stripper name, Joey Bumkiss. All right. Will Star Mystery says, for $10, he says, Joey, Sam Squanch, do you believe in them? Canada?
Sasquatch.
Sam Squanch.
Sasquatch.
He's gonna
Sasquatch.
for his way.
Yeah, that's right. Canada is a hot spot.
For Bigfoots.
You know what? I don't rule them out. Just like I wouldn't rule like aliens out. It'd be really cool to like see one and see one captured, but I think we would just exploit it, try to breed it and throw it in a cage. Do I think something like it existed at least at some point? Sure. I don't know if they're still around. I'd like to think that they still do. But one of the things that fascinates me the most is what the hell is in the ocean. We haven't really like discovered much of that at all.
At all.
Yeah, isn't it like 99%?
Yeah, I mean, could be. But I mean, if you look at Canada, 90% of the population lives within 10 miles of the American border. Canada is the second largest country at this point, country on the planet, I think next to Russia. So you can imagine the wilderness that we have and what's living up throughout there, all these wildebeest and wild animals. I'm pretty sure my ex is up there, for example.
I love it.
A good joke, but like with the Yukon Territory and everything, I mean, all that area. I saw something where it said there's like a pretty large percentage of Canada that hasn't yet been explored either.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, to be fair, I could walk 10 feet into my backyard when the woods start, and there's probably never been a human that stepped there before.
Yeah.
But Wu-Tang says, last time Joey was on, he talked about the 2 Ohio Fish Rescue channels cannibalizing each other's growth. I think that's something to think about moving forward. I think maybe it just spreads you out thin. But if you got it handled, you got it handled. And I think
at
right
the
now,
same time, you know, that's Reaper's channel, the second channel. We kind of promoted it, got it to 10,000 viewers, and he's had it for the past year, and it's grown from 10,000 to what, 12,000?
Yeah, I think the last time I talked about it, I just did like a basic research of you guys that day, and I didn't know the details of everything, so I passed judgment on something I didn't know.
Right. Well, you know, the main thing is, if there's people that follow us that want more, they have the access to get more. Now, we have 160,000 on our main channel and only 13,000 on our second channel. But them 13,000 are our main, you know, they love us. They're our hardcore followers. They want more, you know. So
think
that's
about
okay.
what
So they
Joey
can watch.
said.
The rest of the people don't watch it. You know.
Let's think about what Joey said. You just moved the YouTube memberships from $5 to $1. If you had 13,000 people paying $1 a month, that's 13,000 a month of people that would love to support you paying $1 a month.
Right.
What could you do with 13,000 a month?
See, that was the whole thing.
YouTube takes
Only
30% of that or 40% of that.
Yeah,
And then you got
I don't think
taxes.
that
You got to
much.
account for a lot of that stuff. I think the lowest you should go is probably $2.99. And then you're looking closer to that $1 mark.
I agree. So here's the thing. I was telling my dad that the lives are actually killing us right
who's
now
your dad?
because I don't know the mailman apparently, but I told him that the lives were killing us, the analytics and whatnot. I told him to put the lives on the members' content. For the people who want more, they'll pay for it and they'll get the live stream as a benefit on top of extra videos and whatnot.
What
And
about,
he's like, I don't want him to pay $5, so he dropped it down to $1, and here we are.
so what about FOMO? Fear of missing out. What if your lives got deleted after you were done?
Mm-hmm.
People would have to come to the live to watch it. You can still monetize it. You can still do super chats. You can still do call to actions. You can still do going live is an incredibly powerful tool if you know how to use it. Plus, you get that interaction and you get to talk to people one-on-one and whatnot. But what if deleting them after the fact? I did that with my last one. It has zero impact on me.
Really?
Joey, I hated seeing you, JP Merlot. Damn, he's done a lot of super chats. His last name is Merlot. I bet
This
you.
is a preacher from Kentucky.
I don't believe you. I believe his last name is an
No,
indication that
He's a deacon from Kentucky, and he runs the Mammoth Cave Aquarium Expo once a year.
Which you should go and do a
You
talk.
should do with us.
He forgot the T on the end of his last name, and he drinks a lot of wine, and he's got
Stop
his wife's credit
it.
card right now. I know it. I hated seeing you give up the offsite fish gallery. A lot of handymen are crooks. I'm a handyman and wanted to come up and volunteer. What's beeping, you guys? It wasn't that there was the owner of the building severely violated the lease to the point where it put me 2 years behind schedule. Meaning I'm going to be paying like $9,000 to $12,000 a month for 2 years before I can open the building versus like 6 months to 12 months of which was planned.
Right.
So I got a lawyer and I basically said to tell him that I'm getting out of the lease. He's like, if you do, I'm suing you. And he was looking for like $250,000. So I said, fine, I'll counter sue for $2.5 million. And he left me alone.
Nice.
So you're out of that? You're no longer in that involved
Yeah,
anymore?
that was like last year. Like, this is like 18 months ago it happened.
Well, yeah, I see a video every once in a while, and you're right back there. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that you're out of there already.
Jay Blomquist sent in a super sticker. You guys can't see it on screen, but here
Which
we go.
sticker is it? Because some of them are kind of funny. Some of them
Yeah.
are
Good show.
the air and stuff.
Can't. It's on YouTube. Let me go here.
Okay,
I'll tell
I
you
got
which
you.
one it is. But here we've got this cut coming here. Just sub to Joey. There you go.
Susan Elizabeth with your two first names.
Hey, you're getting subs from us, son. You know,
Thank
calm down over there.
I appreciate it. It's going to my head.
Which one?
Tamara might be watching. Mary Fry. I learned so much from Joey's channel exclusively. I love everything Joey does. Oh, thank you, Mary.
He's such a good guy.
I appreciate you.
Dude, I tell everybody, you've got, we all have haters. And then, these people are telling me, don't get involved with Joey, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, that man has done nothing but good to the whole community. He has taught.
Let's be
You want
fair.
to know their name?
No, I don't care who it said it. They're all cowards anyways because I confront people in person. I'm a man, so I don't do the internet.
Here's the
I
thing.
do it in person, and they're not like that.
Listen.
What I want to know is one story where I screwed anybody over a single time.
Listen.
That I started it. It's never happened.
Linda, listen.
Linda. All right, Ken.
So anyways, my point is that you have done more for the hobby and taught more people to save money and build things and do this on their own. And you've taught more people to save fish and help than anybody else I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? So you may not like him because he went, a commercial or whatever your reasoning is, but he has helped more people than anybody else I've known.
Wait.
I knew something like this would happen originally because there was a time in my career where I never even talked on video. I never even showed my face because I knew the moment they heard my voice and or saw my face, they would have things not to like about me, and they could build some sort of dislike.
I've got a bunch of people that don't like me.
Yeah, so when you have a personality, even a fraction of it, you've given people an opportunity to not like something about you. However, I can't picture my life getting to the point where I have the world at my fingertips, the internet, and I'm specifically choosing to watch something I don't like. And then be like, I hate this.
Who does that? What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I have the most annoying voice ever, and then we have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, that's very true. I was going to say that, but I'm glad you brought it up. And there's something we want to talk about.
Thanks for being honest with me.
No,
All
so
right,
there's
But wait.
Hear me out real quick.
Okay.
We've got Joey coming in March. We've got Big Rich and his model be here. Let's have a mud wrestling competition. Joey versus Big Rich. What do you say?
I would do it if I didn't have to wear tights.
You don't have to wear tights.
You know when I
Just
stand.
feet in.
You know when I stand up.
I've never done
Joey
a mud
comes up
wrestling
to here,
competition
right?
not in
I
tights.
just
So
want to let you know. Joey comes up to about here.
Yeah, sorry, Joey. Rich is gonna take you down.
I'll bring a
Stop.
15-foot round pool filled up with mud, and you girls can go at it.
I would do like a boxing match.
Wait, he can put yours.
All right, I'll settle for Jello.
Well, okay. Are they Jello shots?
We can have them for before and after, but you guys have to wrestle in Jello.
I want to do what Rich said in the email the other day. I can't remember what he said, but it was something about baby
Stop
oil.
your lying. I didn't send you no email. Stop your lying.
Well, it was a voicemail, and he was whispering. I couldn't make it out entirely, but I heard baby oil, hairy chest. I don't know what he said specifically.
All right, let's catch up on a few.
Joey,
super
I
chats
love
here.
you, but you got to stop lying so much.
I'm not lying, Rich. That's the problem. That's the real problem. I'm not lying.
Right.
All right, we got OBG Foster
See, the
says
problem is,
dog and cat fosters have their own dogs and cats. FYI, they're still rescuers.
right.
Yeah.
If me and Joey got in the ring together,
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, he's so cute. And
Yeah.
I cradle him,
And then you know what would happen, Rich? I'd be both of you guys.
I used to box. I don't think it would go that way. And I'm little, but I'm in
Whoop
pretty
our
good
ass,
shape. I
Joey.
don't think it'll go
She'd
that way.
whoop our ass.
Sue Ann says, Happy Fishy Friday, everyone. Cheers, Joey.
Aw.
Cheers.
Thank you, Sue Ann. Here
I
you
don't
go.
have
Cheers,
anything-
baby.
No, I don't have anything left.
That doesn't say cheers, Joey. It shows a picture of 4 beers. There's 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And somehow
Josh is embellishing, okay? Take it.
So I've only had 2. She's saying she's making me do this. I hate when Sue makes me drink 2 more.
That's okay. Go ahead and drink.
Is that her foreshadowing? It's been an hour and you've had 2 beers, so you need to
Right,
go on for 2 hours so you can have 4?
Come on, Joey.
I don't know how many I've had.
My ass.
All right, we've got Mary Frey. Welcome to the green team.
Thank you, Mary. That's awesome.
You call it the green team?
Yeah. All right, Joey, this one is for you.
Oh, shoot. $100.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, someone's.
Who's that?
Thanks to Joey for joining the live. Love both channels. You're very welcome, Lamb. Rich made a very generous offer. He said for every minute I'm on here, he'll give me $50. So, I mean, I'm racking up the
I
bucks.
never said such a thing.
Big bucks tonight. Paying for the
I
beer.
will say, for every minute you last in the ring with me, I'll give you $50.
I would do it.
Let's do it, son.
I would do it. Hi, Joey.
There's
Love
no
your channel
rules, right?
and Ohio Fish Rescue. I love how they say you after me. I love it. I would love a 2,000 gal tank.
You know what? He's something else.
Yeah, Joey, you're a cool guy.
He is.
You
I am
know,
Canada.
that's what most people on the internet don't understand is Joey's actually a cool guy.
Yeah, you're really
No,
a cool
they
guy.
take
You're
they
really
take his
funny.
attitude, they take
I can't
different
tell
things,
she's being
and then
sarcastic.
turn it around to mean something different, you know? And it kills me.
Yeah.
Do you know that you have a whole group called what's it called?
Oh, banned from DIY fish keepers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I have
no.
been banned from you.
Oh, you could just. I'll add you back in, but I don't run it.
I
don't run it. My
No, but-
admins do. There's like 10 of them or 7 of them or something like that.
Listen, before I met you, I was, I'm going on every, my whole thing to Reaper is you have to share your channel. Get it out there. You'll get more people, join it. So I was doing that, and then you were one of the channels. And then somebody said, hey, we don't take, external YouTube videos or whatever. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just hit a bunch of things from the group channel. I'm sorry. And then, the next week comes by and I'm sitting there, I'm sharing all this again. They say, I'm banned from the DIY Joey channel.
Yeah, it's a big group and my face all over. So people think it's like me really in there
No,
every
it's
day
definitely not
moderating 100,000
Right.
people, but it's just
Right.
not the case. I believe that the group is a community. It's not a fan page. I never wanted to be like that. So my involvement
to stand up for you, I did break the rules. I shared again the next Friday because it was in one of my 99 groups that I'm sharing to.
And to be fair and to stick up for you, my group only has 2 rules, so I can understand how it was an incredibly complicated process for you to remember them.
Stop it. It's not okay. Two groups says don't do this, but I've got 100 groups and I'm sharing.
Yeah, I get it.
I went across. I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't.
No, they'll add
to
you back in. I interact like as a hobbyist as opposed to I don't really ban anybody. I don't want to do that. DIY Fish Keepers was a forum. So DIYFishkeepers.com was my forum. And then Facebook like obliterated forum. So I just moved it to Facebook and redirected the site to my regular sites.
Well, I'm still part of their group.
But it's a community.
And it's crazy how much of the Facebook community can change. Like we started off as, a group that, we just have fish rescues. And then it turned into, here's my fish. Here's Buck. Look at this. Oh my God, I'm having dinner. How you guys doing? And like now that we're moving back to the Ohio Fish Rescue page and we're going to monetize it.
And we want to just eliminate all the, please look at my fish, look at my tank, look at this. We don't want,
And now people are getting mad.
They're getting mad. Here's the thing. I want to have on my forum, this is for Ohio Fish Rescue. If you have a fish that needs rescued, post it. If you have, you can take fish, post it. If you need help, post it. But, hey, say hello to George, my fish.
Wait,
we don't need them on there.
Do you guys have to see how loud I have to talk over him?
Oh, my God. Stop it.
But in my group, I don't even post my own stuff. I never do. I follow my own rules. But my moderators have also been told that, and it was only, I created the rules, but then I said, I do not expect you to babysit anybody in terms of like giving them warnings. The group's too big. I think there was like 1,500 member requests last month and only 25.
Although they gave me a warning.
Yeah, only 25 of them were real. I just, if somebody breaks the rule, just get rid of them. As shitty as it is, there's just too many people, and when you're dealing with volume, it's very difficult and time consuming and stressful. And these guys got normal lives.
Because the volume that we're dealing with, we get a lot of girls that are like, "Hey, text me. I'm single." I mean, it's like ridiculous amount of all this crazy stuff, and it's nothing to do with fish.
I let them stick around.
We got
Joey,
Minnie Rillo. Welcome to the green team.
I appreciate your ability to roast people while also being respectful and just going straight to the truth and straight to like the heart of the issue.
I don't know what that means. I
you can roast people pretty well.
Yeah,
I can't even see you because I don't actually see other women because I have a fiance, and if I see other women,
stop it! Oh my God!
It appears to me as though a young gentleman's being hugged right now, but I cannot see what's doing it.
All right. We have a
Joey, you're
comment up
golden.
on screen for you.
You're golden, pony boy.
Espen Hoffland says, Joey, are you considering something else for the 700 back there down the road? Or is it the Piranhas Forever home?
It's the Piranhas Forever home. It's
Awesome.
just too much going on in there, and it's too I'm not ripping it apart. I think there's probably upwards of like.
Stick your hand in the piranha tank.
Oh, I could.
People don't realize
Right now?
how much. Seriously,
Yeah, right
piranhas
now.
are timid.
See?
Piranhas are timid.
Not Lori's.
They're also
Oh,
hungry.
yeah.
Yes,
they are.
They all are.
No.
I will go to
It's
Lori's
only
house and I will put my hand
They're
in
also
there and
hungry
they
right
will
now.
run.
There's
Rich,
only
can
been
you
like
hear
a few
we can-
instances
You
where
can
it's
hear me
happened.
down there, Rich?
Quit zipping down your pants.
You always used
Yes.
to be able to hear
Yeah,
me down
We
it's
there.
can
great
see
to
you.
see
We
it.
can see you.
Okay.
See, look, nothing happens.
They all run and hide.
Yeah, but I am one with fish,
Stop it.
and they know I'm their
Piranha
father.
tank. Any piranha tank, you put your hand in, they are scared of you.
No,
Yeah, piranha, listen, piranha got their big reputation.
just like
from-
what was that?
Listen,
Oh, like, did you hear what they all were screaming when I put my hand in the tank? They're all like, "Oh, top G,
the
top
river
G,
gets
top G."
2 miles wide in the wet season, and then it dries up and leaves pockets of piranha. So they're starving. And then when something steps into that little puddle of water, they get eaten up. This is how they got their name. I can go to any pet store or anybody's house and put my hand into the piranha. They will hide behind lumber or something,
Yeah.
decorations. They will hide. I've never worried about piranha biting me
I've added
because
more
they
tetras
are
to
more
the
scared
tank.
of you.
I've added 25 bleeding heart tetras. They're all still in there, but they're hiding behind the
Wait,
what is that, log? No, what was it? What,
have
trunk,
you
the tree
counted
trunk.
them recently, Joey? You kill fish.
They're all dead.
Stop it.
This
That's
is an
what I heard
illusion.
him do, man.
This is an
Oh, no,
illusion.
I-
I'm not even here.
Wait, what'd you say?
This is all an illusion. I'm not even here.
All right, we got JDM says, so when is Joey visiting the rescue?
In March. Yes, in
Second
March.
Friday
He
in
will
March,
be
yeah.
here.
I will have the details on the 15th. I have a call to do to iron out everything and get the landing, and so I'm pretty sure almost all fish clubs or a few of them are going to collaborate and all meet up about 20 minutes from you. So you guys will have to come and hang out,
great.
and then we'll go to your house.
Well, not only that, the airport's right here. I have
Probably where I would
Josh-
land.
Listen.
You're gonna get Big Rich and his pom pom says, yes, Joey, yes, he can. If he can't do
That's
it,
about-
no one can.
No,
Listen.
do that again where you held hands.
listen.
Do it again.
I
Do it one
have
more time.
Josh's old room with his own
Almost there.
bathroom. You can stay in while you're here. Okay, you got your own bathroom, your own door to close, your own queen size
It has
bed.
a lock. Don't worry.
And
It's a very nice room.
we just spent like $9,000 redoing the marble bathroom. It's beautiful with like 9 jets in the shower. It's all marble. It's beautiful. So you can stay there. You don't have to worry about no hotel room and stuff like that while you're here. You're good.
I think I renovated my bathroom 2 years ago for about $3,000, and
Yeah,
it shows.
it
The
was for
prices have
myself.
gone up.
It looks like I did it for about 25 bucks.
I chose all the luxury stuff. I'm like, this is what a nice bathroom seems like.
And then you move
And then
out.
I moved.
He moved out. He got done by Christmas. By like July, he moved out because he got a new girlfriend, got her pregnant, and bought a new house.
That's not a great way to put it.
Typical Ohio trash.
Oh! All
That's
right.
a
Me and him are
October.
fighting.
Right.
Yeah, it's you two now.
All right, we got Daniel
money's on Josh.
Blackburn says, seeing Joey in a very different light tonight. I'm liking him much more and loving the stream. That's what it's all about, because so many people love to judge people on the internet without having an inkling or any clue as to
Of
who they
what
are.
really happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it into perspective. So if you have a job, you don't show your entire personality when you go to work. You show some of it and you show a lot of it, but you don't leave everything on the table. You do that at home with your friends.
Right.
So lives are at home with my friends, and then when I make my videos, I'm at work trying to at least do my best to be somewhat professional.
Yeah. So I ask all of you, please go and give this poor man a follow.
And it's a mermaid with 0 subscribers.
And I can't wait because with your guys'
Oh my
following
God.
and influence, it's going to be tens of people.
Dude, you're going to be famous no time at all.
Tens of people.
Tens of people.
All right. We got Paul Landra says, hello, Big Rich and Josh. And Joey.
I said, what the
Yeah, he did that on purpose. Screw you, Paul. Don't talk to me or my son. And don't ask to pet my dog.
We got the Willow Night Wolf says,
Oh, do you guys want to see somebody?
OFR's existence, I have been hooked. I love you both.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Will.
It's interesting because not a lot of people knew you guys, and I didn't pick the word, but existed. I like that word. Okay, I'm going to show you somebody who's really thick. If you wait 30 seconds, I'm going to grab them, and then okay, just give me a second though.
It's Luke.
Show it.
What's going on there?
I'm almost done. What's going on, guys?
Hello, Joey.
Arr. What is wrong with you people?
He said 30 seconds. I told you it was Luke.
Look how big he is. He's such a big boy. And to be honest, he's actually one of the good guys.
Oh, that's a really cute dog.
What's
Yeah.
up, Luke?
Gets me all the single moms at the park.
Don't tell Tamara.
Just a couple months. He's so big.
Didn't you just marry Tamara?
No, not yet. I'm making her wait. Saving myself.
Wait,
No, we're engaged, but not married yet.
not married yet.
All right, we got the Mike 891 says, "Hey Joey and OFR, big fans. My friend Irene loves you guys. It's her birthday today. Can you guys
Happy
give
birthday,
her a shout
Irene!
out?"
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Irene.
There you
Happy
go.
birthday.
Irene!
Does the girl in the middle? My apologies for forgetting your name.
Skylar.
There's like 3 girls in the background though.
Oh my God.
I know it's a
You-
green screen for you guys. but-
How do I change the back screen?
Oh, like this. Here, give me that.
Do people really say like your voice is annoying, or is that like a joke?
Hold
for
on,
your-
here. You can just
Oh, no,
remove Joey
it's
like
a
that.
common thing.
And then if you want to give him a second chance, you just do this.
No, I'm talking about our backdrop, the green screen.
Oh, go to settings in the bottom right there. And then background. Right in the
There
middle.
you go. All right. Yeah,
Let's get the
like
fish
I
back
said,
in
it
there.
is
Put the fish on there.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Sorry, guys. I didn't even notice that. It's been a whole hour and a half.
Right.
yeah. Everybody has commented on how annoying my voice is, which I obviously know, but
It sounds normal.
Well,
It just sounds
Bryce
like-
told me ahead of time, you know.
Well, when you, I guess like it's easy to pick on.
Oh,
It's easy to pick on a
Joey.
girl, I guess, because there's not very many women
Put
in our
the first
hobby.
trap up.
yeah. I mean, I'm the one that owns the boats too.
Susan, I was actually born in Guelph, Ontario. I'm going to leave you a link to my ancestry.com. Make sure we're not related. I can guarantee you people in Ohio
means
do not do that. No, I'm very happy with Tamara, but I joke.
She's a sweetheart, Joey.
Yeah, I know. It's probably joking like I do.
I get it. She's a sweetheart.
Sue Ann says it's my daughter's
Hi,
30th
Tamara.
birthday.
We're your
Watching
biggest
with me
fan
now.
club.
I want to say cheers, Joey. What's your daughter's?
Cheers.
She's turning 30. How old are you, Sue? Damn.
Non-existent.
Well, I guess I'm not so great. I have a 17-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. My daughter was applying for universities this week, so that was pretty intense. Mixed emotions.
Thank you guys.
Can't wait for the kids to be gone, but don't want to see them leave. Yet, I'm leaning towards get out.
Have a lot more freedom. All right, so it's been an hour and a half. We'll go ahead and go a half hour longer as long as Joey is willing. So
Yeah. Why did I say that? Because if she's 30, she could have had the baby when she was 16 or something. She could have been 50. I'm like 40. I'm acting like, oh my God, 50 is like so far away from me. No, it's not.
So you're 40?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 in a couple months.
I thought you were like in your 20s.
Don't judge me by my maturity level, please.
Wait,
I find that offensive.
Joey, do you happen to be a mailman? Because you're like old enough to be my dad.
There's
He
been
might
quite a
be
few
your dad.
accusations.
Seriously, he might be. You know, I did cheat on your mom with, you know, a strange, you know, Canadian mailman one time.
How old are you, Rich?
You didn't ask me that night.
It didn't matter. You know, I got into the whiskey that night. You knew what was going on. Do you guys know the first time we met? Okay.
Yes, I did at the the
Monster Fish
Fish Bash down in Florida.
It was in Montreal.
It was not. I've never been to Montreal in my life.
You used to. The younger crowd won't know what this means, but you used to be a Chippendale.
I was not. Joey, you're lying. Your lips are moving. I can tell you're lying.
The Monster Fish Bash was an absolute mess for me. So I get there and I go up to my room. I'm dying of thirst because I just landed in Florida. It's like super hot. I'm not used to that.
110 degrees.
And you know how you drink out of the tap with your hand? And you run the water and then I'm drinking out of it and I look to the left and there's
Joey. How's that go?
And I look to my left, and there's this note in big bold letters: "Do not drink the water." There's a pipe.
Oh,
yeah. So that night, I got like deathly sick. I slept in. I think it was Rod's like messaged me like, "Where you at? Where you at?" And I'm like, "Bro, I don't even know if I can come." Like I was really sick, not just like, "Oh, I don't feel good." Like I didn't know if anything else could come out of me. It was horrible. But I knew it wasn't contagious. I just had like a bug or something. And I showed up anyways, and then I had to leave as soon as I could.
As soon as you seen that malt, you're like, oh, gotta go.
Dude, I want you guys to know how I met DIY Joey, okay? And I know you don't like that. It's King of DIY or Waru Joey.
I just prefer Joey.
Just Joey.
Okay. When I met Joey, I was at Rodrigo's at the Monster Fish Bash, and I go walking over there, and he has, you know, a crowd going up to him and stuff. And I waited my turn, and finally I get up to where Joey's at, you know, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Joey? You know, how you doing?" He's like, and he turned around, and he walked away from me.
He was just jealous of the mullet.
I'm like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
I think so you are also...
Before you get to speak, you're on my stream now.
Okay. That's true. I should give you a second.
So I walk away, and I go to Rod. I'm like, dude, you know, what's up with Joey? And he's like, I don't know. What are you talking about? I'm like, well, I went up there, and I went to talk to him, and he was like, you know, walked away from me, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it was no big deal. And then later on in the day, you know, I talked to Zach, catch them all, you know, Paul, Cuffaro, you know, Greg Woodstock, all them, you know, we're having a great time. We're doing a good thing. And next thing I know, you know, I sent Joey a message, and, you know, I'm like, dude, you know, whatever I did to piss you off, I'm sorry. And he's like, what are you talking about?
You can't give a text message.
You were at the show?
Right. You were at the show?
I might have heard somebody behind me. What I did know, what I think happened was you... Okay, so I can't remember how it was laid out, but I'm pretty sure for the first time I saw you, it was like where two buildings connect. Like
yes. Yeah.
On the
they had a big garage door.
Behind you was somebody who was hounding me and like offensively like pissing me off, wanting to build a pond in my backyard. And when I looked past you, he was there. So I was like, oh, and I just left. I'm like, I don't want to be hounded. Like I already said no. And I'm not being a jerk. I think you do fantastic work, but I have plans to do it myself, and I have things I want to do myself. I would love to have an aquascaped or whatever type of beautiful creation you could make, but I also enjoy the process. And I want to make it. And I don't care if it looks pretty. I can make it hold water. I just like the process of, and it was a big plan that I had planned for a while. And I was just getting hounded. And then there was the other part of it. There was like a lot of other behind the scenes stuff not a lot of people knew about, but I don't have a lot of respect for the Florida people in general.
Well,
not
Florida
all of them,
fish keepers
but
are
some of the
always
creators.
under fire. I get that.
And for good reason. And I just didn't want to be affiliated. And then they started pointing cameras at me and like just filming right away. And I'm like, you should probably ask. Like, I'm not trying to be a diva, but like, I wouldn't walk up to a stranger and stuff a camera in their face type of deal and like start, like maybe they would expect it. I don't know. But bottom line was I just wasn't having a good time. The single most important person at that event didn't have a single person come up to him. It was Richard Ross, the guy who numbered the P number.
That's the guy I got my main. That's where I got my 4400 tank from and my main stingrays from.
Yeah,
and he don't remember me at all.
Well, he's an older guy. But I remember when I went to go see Kevin years ago when he was in California. I was the first YouTuber to ever film his facility, ever. Okay. When it was in California, they didn't want it to be public, and Richard couldn't get there because he's old as the hills. But he sent a book signed and dedicated message and stuff, and that's how I met Kevin and a bunch of other people. That was years ago. I think it was like 8-9 years ago, something like that. And Rod and Predatory Fins, and I'm not going to go into details, but they used to have and he's long gone. One of their business partners screwed me over for their first meeting. And I basically said, screw you, I'm not coming. They like literally, not they, this individual that Rod has no association or affiliation with anymore, screwed me over. So the second time around, Rod convinced me and I'm like, okay, cool. Cover the flights, that sort of thing. And then I got sick. It was just a mix mash of a complete, like a really shitty situation. And sometimes that's the case. The last event that I went to was at Aquashella, and it was really bad. But in order for me to go to the States during a pandemic, I had to get vaccinated. So I got vaccinated. And then once I landed there, I had to prove I was COVID-free 48 hours before I return. And they had me scheduled for live streams and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I can't be around people. I got a mask on and they're making fun of me. And people are like, oh, why you got a mask on? It's open here. I'm like, because I want to go home. And if I catch COVID, I can't go home. I have to quarantine here for 2 weeks on my dime. And I want to go home to my children. If you don't mind. Oh, you got to do this live stream. We already announced you. I'm like, fine, man, I'm fine. That's really considerate. Meanwhile, I don't even have my room ready. Nothing that was promised was ready. Nothing, just got completely screwed over. So halfway through the stream, I watched George get up and walk away. And I'm like, bro, this is your event. You're just walking away. I guess I'm done too. But in the comments of that live stream, it's like, oh, Joey's so arrogant. You don't know what's going on. It wasn't fair. I didn't have a good time.
Was that George Farmer?
Marvakis.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know which event you're talking about now.
Aquashella, Chicago. No.
Yeah, Aquashella,
Texas,
Chicago. Okay.
Dallas. Sorry.
Oh, Dallas.
So
I did not go to Dallas. I went to the Chicago. The Dallas show, my nurse couldn't, fill in for me. So I had to pass on that. So I went to the Chicago show. And
I smoke when I drink.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, you got
it's
15
been hours
more
for
minutes.
him, I bet.
We got Jim Sheasley says this has been a great show. Thanks.
Jim, are you going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning?
He said
I've got
he will.
everything ready.
He said he will.
Be here, brother, and we'll go have a good time.
Sue Ann says her name is Shauna and she is 45.
Yeah, Sue Ann was saying that her daughter's birthday is today.
30.
She's watching with her, and she's 30 years old. And I was like, damn, Sue Ann. And then I was like, well, how old would you have to be to have a 30-year-old? She's only 45, so she was a young mother. And 45 is my age, within the same decade. So my bad. That's what I was explaining.
All right, we got
I always
Brendan
think I'm young, but I'm not. I'm old.
We got Brittany Ziblis. Says, I just want to shout out Kathy, Bambi, Sebastian, and Marie. Happy Fishy Friday. Love you, Fishy fam. Well, thanks, Brittany.
Aw,
Damn.
thank you.
Do you guys ever super chat anybody? Because you not only pay the $50, but then you pay the fees and all this processing stuff. It's more than you think. And I don't know if YouTube lets you keep all of it. I can't remember.
All right, so when I've super chatted, it's always been, say, if I super chatted $50, it's always $50. But on the other end, you might only get like 38 or something like that because YouTube keeps its fee, stuff like that. But yeah, Brittany Ziblis also says, love you guys.
Beautiful.
We love you too.
I think I found Bigfoot.
You found Bigfoot.
Big Rich.
I got to call Will Star quick.
Sean H says this has turned into the OFR dating show. Nobody's dating here. We're
Nobody's
all taking.
dating. We're all taken.
Rich, you're taken?
I have my wife.
Tracy.
Yes. I love Tracy. It's been almost 3 years now, 2.5 years, and I am not going to leave her for the chance
February, it's 3 years.
of maybe somebody out there that wants to touch me. I'm not interested. Tracy loves me, and
He
as
said,
soon
I'm
as
coming in March, damn it.
and
You
as
guys
soon as
get
Tracy
ready.
wakes up and is able to say, yes,
Look at that smile on his
you
face.
shush. As soon as Tracy's able to say yes, I will remarry her, and I don't care how little of movement she has. As long as she's able to say yes, I will remarry her. And
What if she finds out about us?
she will not want to marry me at that point.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's what I was just thinking. When she goes back to normal, which seems to be inevitable.
I
don't know,
never
man. I think you're
met
hoping you're-
anybody. I've never met anybody that loves somebody more than Rich loves Tracy.
Aw.
Never in my life.
She's my other half, you know what I'm saying? She's my girl. She's my baby. I gotta change her. I gotta reposition her. I gotta suction her out. And then I get to talk to her in the morning. Hi, honey. She's so sweet. She's intently looking at me. I just love her to death.
All right, we got Rob's Ray TV from the Aquarium Guys podcast. Has been fishing in the pond lately? No, we have not, Rob's. You got to come back down, and we got to visit soon. I know you have a daughter, and it's hard to get away. I was also supposed to come up and visit him, but and I had a daughter, and now time's all screwed up.
Daughters get in the way.
You had a
All right,
daughter?
we got Mary Frey. She
Josh
says,
had my first granddaughter, yes.
I am 51, single and happy. Love you all. Joey, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Wait. Did she say that?
She says, I'm 51 and single.
But did she say Joey wink wink?
No, I said hint, hint, wink, wink.
That's what she meant
Okay.
to say. That's exactly
Right,
what
right.
Mary meant to say.
But no, to hit on something that you said, daughters do not get in the way. They make your world go round. She's the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Adorable. Can you ever let
Just
some
like-
guy date her?
Wait until she
No.
turns 13.
No. No
He-
guy will ever touch her
So
ever.
he
We
had-
will kill
Wait,
him.
he
wait
has
till
to
she's a
be
teenager.
better than me.
Wear
That's
brace.
all I have to
Is he
say.
napping as
Having a
usual?
daughter softens you as a male. You turn into
It
a big
does.
pussy.
It does.
You think you're hard until you have a daughter. Then you're like, well, I guess I can forgive, and I'm not that angry at that guy that said that, and everything's okay now.
And then
I
they
want
turn
Before your
14.
daughter, you would kill over a piece of
Well,
toast.
as a guy, I
Now your
wanted
daughter's
a son.
around.
As a
You
guy, I
gotta
wanted
forgive
a son.
everybody for everything.
But also at the same time, I have my daughter. She's beautiful. I love her, and
I love her too.
I will not let her settle for anything less than I am. So if she wants to date, she has to date someone that's better than I.
And
bar is
your
pretty low,
qualifications
gentlemen.
are better than you.
Darwinism.
He said,
So you're
Luke
saying
going.
Luke stands a chance.
No.
The thing about having a daughter,
No, Luke.
as a male, I wanted to have a little boy as my first one, but once I had a daughter, I was like, well, shit, now I want another daughter because I thought girls were awesome. But then I had a boy, so Then I had one of each, and I thought, I guess that's enough. But to be truthful, I always wanted to be a father. I wanted to be a father for as long as I can remember, like 14, 15 years old.
Did you not want to be a father because you knew you could be a better father than your father was to you?
Of course, yeah, that's probably deep.
I knew that.
I didn't know I was going to be laying on a couch
father.
tonight answering these types of questions,
You know,
but I didn't think I was going to cry. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Because I will be a better father than my father ever was,
Yeah. I wanted 3 to 5 children, to be honest. I wanted like a flock of kids, and we were going to start a cult, and no.
Joey, go ahead and get this one. Let's see how you butcher the name.
Kim Farajin? Is it French?
There you go. That's pretty good.
Well, I'm very good at pronouncing vagine, so it was very close.
You always start talking about normal things, and then out of nowhere, you hit us with something that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Welcome
Keep
to
hitting
the
us.
green team, Kim. All right, we got JP Merlo says, Joey, what's a poor boy fish lover got to do to get you down here to Kentucky, Mammoth Cave Aquarium Expo, May 2023?
Joey, I've
we got
asked
great
you
moonshine.
2 years in a row to come down to this show.
All right.
It's a small time show. He's doing them for free now for the
But-
people for the expos.
I
I'm
had some
telling you, it's
requirements.
like 10,000 people per show, and he's doing it. And, he's paying for our lodging and everything. But he's a preacher and he's a deacon, and he does the show. And now we take.
I hate
now
when
we
they say
try-
lodging, like we're gonna be like out in the forest, and it is a log cabin. Like it reminds me of lodging. I have a couple of requirements for Kentucky in general. First and foremost, you cannot no longer call it Louisville. It has to be Louisville. That's how the world pronounces it. You are no longer allowed to pronounce it Louisville. Like you're getting sick over your own name. And I'll stop.
Hey,
saying boot.
you're a boot right about that.
Yeah, look, if I'm gonna come out in a boot over there,
Rich, look what we put there.
What?
Read it.
JP Merlo says, I invented a 12-volt GPS chastity belt for when I have a daughter.
wait till they're a teenager. These women are no joke. There's no way. Look, so if I tell my boy not to do something or I get mad at him, like he just gets over it. He's like, okay, cool. Okay, I'm done. But if I tell my daughter that, I have to deal with that shit for 3 weeks.
Oh, you're laughing. It's coming to you.
I know.
You wait.
I'm actually crying inside. You don't even know.
She's only almost a year old, and
She's 4 months old. What do you mean?
I'm saying
One of my
got
biggest
this to look forward to.
I'll tell you one of my biggest regrets about being a father. So I didn't have great teeth. I used to look like I used to chew on live grenades. And that's the one thing my daughter got from me is she used to have these teeth that looked like they couldn't wait to get out of her mouth. So we got her, what are them called? The braces.
Braces, yeah.
And I regret it. I wish I would have left her ugly.
Oh my God. You didn't just say that out loud.
I did. I
wish
thoroughly
I
regret
would've
it.
left her ugly.
She's beautiful,
Oh
and
my
it sucks.
Your daughter is going to call you first thing in the morning. I hate you, Dad.
No, I'm cool with it because there's lots of boys that chase her, and like some of her friends and my son's friends is like, "Is your dad always like this?" But if there's ever guys around, I just remind them, I don't care what you do with her, just as long as you know you have to do that with me too. So pick wisely what you're going to do with my little girl.
Right.
Okay, so Rob's Ray TTV, sending a super chat that hits, deep with me. Says, I got bored during COVID, then my daughter appeared. How true.
Yeah, that doesn't take much.
We were in Vegas, one thing led to another.
What led to what?
And then my daughter appeared.
What?
Vegas?
Did you have sex with your girlfriend?
Vegas makes kids appear like magic.
How old is your daughter, Josh?
She's 4 months old.
4 months now. She's
And
just so
was
adorable.
she born on time, like at 9 months?
So she Actually, down to the day her water broke on the exact day that she was supposed to come, and then she went into labor for 42 hours.
Do it.
Oh, that was cool. It was a yes or no question. So the answer is yes. So here's something that I'm proud of you for.
And you do this.
So if my math is correct, Josh lost his virginity 13 months ago. Good for you. Good for you.
Hey,
And here I am thinking you had.
Wait, all right. So that was all we had time for tonight.
Yeah, that's what he does. Rich is in
could
control.
have had
now.
Joey on, but he couldn't show up tonight.
Congratulations, Josh, on losing.
Oh, Joey said something I don't like. Click. I am God.
You had to tell everyone? Really, Joey? Damn it. Thought I was in the clear.
Oh, man.
All right, guys,
I
you
had a
have
great
5
time.
more
But,
minutes. Get your questions in.
This is the most chaotic live stream.
I'll answer 3 more super chats for you, and then I gotta go. What did I have to do?
5 more people. 5 more minutes, people.
It's funny. I'm trying to come up with any excuse to leave.
Joey will read them.
Shit. Oh.
Joey, family friendly.
This whole thing has not been family.
I've been trying so
I know.
hard.
I didn't swear once.
I gotta scrape the algae off of my 2000 with this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, read that one, Joey.
Joey likes Big Rich's
Yeah.
huge deck and pumpkin rolls.
Oh my
Brian.
God.
Oh,
Who was that
God.
from?
JF.
Nobody knows.
Oh my goodness.
It's been
Hey,
festival
just be glad you weren't here for the Greg's Turtle
Been
live
sexual
stream.
since the beginning.
I'm
Oh my
always
God,
glad.
that was
I'm
so
always
bad.
glad I'm never here.
Hey, you guys, we're going to meet up with Bambi McCluskey tomorrow at noon at our, one of our destinations. So, stick around. I'm going to have a great video for this. We're stopping at 3 different places tomorrow, and we've got people showing up to help us at different places in Michigan, and we will be home tomorrow night. So, it's going to be a good show.
All right, guys, it has been a great live stream. I know Joey must get back to his husband.
I didn't
No, I
know
had a
that
blast.
you were
That was
gay
great.
until I met Joey.
All right,
No,
so
you didn't know you were gay until
we
you met
appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh no, it's over. Oh no.
We've got one last super chat. Brittany Ziblis says this has been the best OFR live. Love the review of rap music and twerking vids.
Best
Super
part of the stream.
information.
Did you guys
Thank
see
you,
that?
OFR Joey.
Joey, I love talking to you. It was great. getting to know
Victoria
ya.
Lee creates is nothing but hearts for us.
All right.
Fish twerking.
It was great hanging out with you guys. We will see you all next week.
Joey,
We had another
we'll see
Steak
you in
Fishy
March.
Friday.
We're
And
gonna
as
have-
always,
we're gonna
I'm
have
not
a
even gonna
That's
wait to shut
our
the computer off. I'm just gonna go. Thanks.
stay
As
fishy,
always.
my friend.
stay fishy, my friend.
You're welcome. You're welcome for having me. I gotta go.
Have a good night, Joey.